Ellen Michelmore has had an illustrious career as a musical director, actress, conductor, keyboardist, orchestra contractor, public school music teacher, and children's theater touring coordinator for educational touring programs that service Long Island, New York City, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Currently, she serves as the resident music director for Theater 3 Productions, Inc. in Port Jefferson, and has been in that position since 1986. In 2014, she was the recipient of the 2014 Person of the Year Award from the Village Times Beacon newspaper. Ellen has musically directed, conducted, and played over 100 productions for Theater 3, including Sweeney Todd, Follies, Evita, The Producers, Falsettos, West Side Story, and the Long Island premieres of Next to Normal and Ruthless. As a children's theater performer in over 24 world premiere musicals, she has toured with Theater 3's educational theater for 5 seasons. In 1994, Ellen co-authored, musically directed, and played in the critically acclaimed Summer of '69 Return to Woodstock at Theater 3. For her exemplary and significant professional achievement, Five Towns College confers the Doctor of Fine Arts DFA Honoris Causa upon Ellen Michelmore.
By the power vested in me by the New York State Board of Regents and the Board of Trustees of Five Towns College, I confer the Doctor of Fine Arts on Ellen Michelmore with the rights and privileges contained therein. Congratulations.
Got to follow Liberty. Oh boy. I just met him today and he is just awesome. And congratulations to my fellow honorees also. And good morning to everyone, administrators, faculty, students, and guests, family, and of course the graduating class of 2015 from Five Towns College. It's great. This is a momentous occasion for all of you who are graduating and moving on in your careers, and I'm delighted to share this day with you. Writing a commencement speech to deliver to you has been quite a revelation for me. My journey to where I am now had many pivotal moments. As you heard with everyone, certain things change you as you go, and we don't know that. You want to go back, but you learn as you go. So there have been a lot of bumps in the road. I believe when you're in a field that has chosen you, and I do believe that the arts, anything in the arts, chooses us, it is never an easy road. Michael Shurtleff, a major casting director for Broadway in the 60s and 70s and the author of a book for actors called Audition, said, "Acting in theater or television or screen is only for the irrecoverably diseased. Those so smitten with the need that there is no choice." There is such truth to that statement. I was going to give you a little background for me, but they pretty much read that from my bio, so I don't need to repeat all of that, which I'm sure you'll be happy to hear. But having been a musical director, and I am a music director, a pianist, conductor, actor, co-author, and so forth, I have also been on both sides of the footlights. Anyway, I'm going to skip some things because they were already in there. But each and every one of these experiences was life-changing for me. However, they did evolve over a period of years, not overnight. There's really no overnight success. When I graduated from college, I had my provisional teaching certification in music education. What I didn't have was a fire in the belly or a burning desire to go into the classroom and teach. It was supposed to be my safety, my have something to fall back on career decision that was lovingly made for me by my well-meaning mom. Her passion was teaching, and she wanted it to be my passion too. And as Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited, Don't waste it living someone else's life. My dad, on the other hand, was passionate about music. He was a professional performing musician and had a full and exciting career in music. He was my hero and my greatest influence. If I had only known back then what I know now. But I think back then I did know it. It was in my gut, but I didn't know how to get it out there and express it at the age of 21. I taught school. I tried, I really tried, but something was missing for me. Not that I knew what it was just a feeling that I had in the pit of my stomach. But I would push it down and I'd soldier on. It was what I was supposed to do. So what about this word passion? I think we've all used it today in our speeches. Passion, to be passionate about something. Find your passion, live your passion. What is passion in regard to one's life's work? It's an emotion. It is the heart of you. It is something intangible. It's a gut feeling. It's intrinsic. It's innate. It is built into every cell of your being. It's a knowing deep in your soul that can be the expression of your true self if you will stop and listen and hear it speaking to you. What passion isn't something you can just decide to have. It's not of the thinking mind. As I continued my teaching career, I had many opportunities both in school and the community in which I lived to get involved in theater. This included, of course, spring musicals in the high school I taught, or the middle school where I taught, and also community theater in the towns where I was teaching. And as this was occurring, I had a huge light bulb moment. This is what I am passionate about, and it does include teaching. But it gave me unbelievable energy to be working in theater. Passion equals energy. I never knew that. I never felt that. I did when I started working more in theater. So when I was doing what I truly loved, again, I think you're hearing this from all of us, and I realized that it gave me energy. I loved working in the theater. I loved everything about it. I could see being a workaholic in the theater, and you are. Everything finally synthesized for me. But now I had a dilemma. At the age of 31, I took a risk and left my teaching job in upstate Ithaca, New York, at Ithaca High School, and decided to pursue theater work back here on Long Island. But there it was again. What about the safety paycheck? How are you going to support yourself? So I took an interim teaching position, and I also did subbing and private teaching so that I would be able to support myself. I also took courses, and I continued to scour the ads for positions in theater that I might qualify for. Then lo and behold, I saw an ad in the paper for a music director position at Theater 3 in Port Jefferson. I'd never been to Port Jefferson. I thought it was like way, way out at the end of the island, and it was forever away. Anyway, the show was Evita, and they were looking for a music director. Fortunately for me, I was hired. I never looked back, and thankfully neither did Theater 3. I was offered resident music director after that production of Evita, and that was in 1986. I knew from that first rehearsal that I had found my home. I knew because there wasn't any place on earth that I would rather have been than right where I was, sitting at the piano, teaching vocal parts to a cast of actors, all with the same purpose, putting up a show. I was in heaven. The other reason I knew was because the actors were asking if I would give them a bathroom break. I could work for hours, and it felt like minutes. As the years have gone by, I realized that truly being able to live and work your passion is the gift and meaning of life. It gives us purpose, and it is available to all of us. Since I'm primarily I'm in the Fine Arts Department addressing theater students today, I'd like to talk a little bit about the audition process. Okay, not the favorite thing for actors, but there are not many professions where one's personal attributes, your looks, your height, your weight, skin color, your voice, high, low, where those personal attributes are judged every single time you interview for a job, which for an actor means auditioning for a role. Having musically directed so many shows means I have also auditioned literally hundreds of actors and singers over the years. Every time you go to an audition, you are being judged by the director, the music director, the choreographer. And the criteria by which they are judging you in any other profession would be considered sexist, racist, discriminatory, and possibly a reason for legal action. It would be considered job discrimination. But as actors, this is status quo. And as much as we want to think we are right for a role, the people doing the casting have their ideas in mind, and you may or may not be it. That can be a hard nut to swallow, and it can happen time and time again. Today you are leaving a safe environment. You're heading out into a sea of graduates with similar dreams and passions to work in the theater. And I don't mean to scare you, but you really need to have a very thick skin in this business. Rejection happens more often than not. Self-doubt gets its ugly little earworm into your brain and keeps telling you you aren't good enough. People tell me that, I'm not good enough. You need to focus on always learning and bettering yourself at your craft. As the actor Ed Norton said, the more you do your homework, the more you are free to be intuitive. But you've got to put the work in. Know your strengths, but know your weaknesses too. Keep working on those areas. Take dance classes if that's your biggest weakness. Continue singing lessons if that is your weakest area. Take advantage of the many acting classes that are offered in different theaters and studios. Learning now from different directors and different instructors with different perspectives and ideas can be incredibly valuable to you. Learn everything you can, because those weaknesses are what pop out so fast when you are nervous at an audition. And audition as much as you can. We are always looking for new talent at Theater 3. There are over 100 theaters on Long Island alone. Put yourself out there. Work on your audition material. Know the show that you're auditioning for. Listen to the music. Read the script. Be prepared and be professional. And remember, as Stanislavski, the great Russian actor and theater director, stated long ago, there are no small parts, only small actors. And it really means get experience everywhere. No part is too small. Don't always just try and go for the lead. There's much to learn in being in the ensemble of a show. So take advantage of every opportunity. Take your risks. Use the rehearsal process to discover your characters. Love every minute of the work, because if you don't, it will show. As Maya Angelou said, you can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off of you. You can dream big, but put your sweat into the smallest details. It's work. And after all, it is show business. On a final note, my father used to write me letters of encouragement when I was away at college. He always signed them PMA, Love Dad. PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. I used to smile when I read that. I thought he was so corny. But somehow it took up residence in the far reaches of my brain. It took me years to realize how much truth was in those three little words. Now it has become my mantra. Unexpected things happen in life. It's pretty obvious that I'm in treatment for cancer, but I don't dwell on that. I still live my life. Things have shifted. But guess what? There are new opportunities and different opportunities that come out of adversity. I was on stage less than 2 months ago playing a duck, okay, in a one-act play. You don't give up. You never give up. So staying positive in all aspects of life will result in your life being lived with gratitude. Be brave. There are opportunities out there for you. They're waiting for you. You just have to go after them with fire in your belly. You've got to want it so much that you don't want, it's the only thing you want. So congratulations once again to the class of 2015. Thank you.